example 2. I want to do one more with you just to kind of get you the feel of going through all the steps. So, example 2 says factor and solve. 2x squared plus 9x plus 4. Alright, we're going to go through the steps, and here are your steps again. Okay, step 1, we're going to draw a box. Step 2, we're going to write the first term, 2x squared. The last term, which is your 4. Now step 3 says multiply it. 2x squared times 4 is 8x squared. Here's my multiply term. Now, step 4 says find the multiples, which are my factors. 1 times what gives me 8? 8. 2. 2 times anything give me 8? Yes. 4. 3? No. 4, right back at it. So we're done. Now, step 5 is my big step, remember. We got to choose the multiples that multiply to the multiply term and add to the middle term. So choose one that multiplies to 8 and also adds to the middle term, which is 9. 1 and 8 does. Alright, because 1 plus 8 is 9 and 1 times 8 is 8. Alright, so now step 6, put in the other boxes with the x. So 1x and 8x. Alright, now, step 7, we're going to pull out GCFs going this way. The greatest common number between 1 and 4, or out of 1 and 4, which would be, there's not a common number, so it would be 1. There's not an x here, so it wouldn't be a letter. Pulling out this way, the greatest common number between 2 and 8, which would be 2, and there is a common letter here, which would be the common letter out of both terms, which would be x. Pull up, up. Greatest common number out of 2 and 1, which is 1. Greatest common letter out of x squared and x, which is x. It would be 1x or just x. Pulling up. Greatest common number out of 8 and 4, which would be 4. And there's not a common letter in both terms, so it's just 4. Now let's write down my factors. My factors are right here, which would be 2x plus 1 and x plus 4. Here are my factors. Now, the directions on this problem said to factor and solve. So to factor and solve, I'm going to set each factor set equal to 0. So here's my first factor. 2x plus 1 equals 0. And let's go solve. Minus 1, minus 1. 2x equals negative 1. Divide by 2, divide by 2. X equals negative half. Now it's my other factor. X plus 4 is equal to 0. Minus 4 minus 4. X equals negative 4. Now, here are my factors. I just factored this trinomial. And here are my x's I just solved for the x. If I were to go in and plug this negative half into each x and go calculate it, simplify it, it would equal 0. And then I would go in and put negative 4 into the x in both x's, simplify it, and it would equal 0. Okay, there's 2 examples. Alright, now Monday we're going to try some in class and we're going to have a big work day. Alright.